Essentially, the way the Europeans see it, Obama has good intentions. We like his intentions. They accord with our intentions. But we're still waiting to see exactly what he's going to do and whether he can deliver. So, for example, on the issue of missile defence, exactly what's the final outcome going to look at in terms of relations with Russia? What exactly will Obama be able to achieve? And I think most critically of all, on the international economic system, can Obama find answers to the questions that will determine the world order, depending on how the international economy comes out of this crisis?
I think it is so difficult to judge what is plus of Obama and what is minus after practically 1 year in office. But I can say that Obama works hard and in a very many directions. Some people believe theoretically that this is a mistake because balanced approach in economy leads to disperse of resources. Unbalanced approach, when you focus on something and achieve something, could generate benefits in a better way. But only the time will show whether he was wrong to launch this offensive on different fronts.
The question is very difficult for Russians because what do Russians think about President Obama right now? And I can answer as a representative of the intellectual class that Russians really do not care a lot about Obama because in Russia we tend to judge a president, to judge a leader basing on his foreign policy, and we do not see a real foreign policy towards Russia.
American analysts, American policymakers all are obsessed with Afghanistan problems, with anti-terrorist fight. I think that American efforts in Afghanistan will not bring the results you desire. So enhancing troops in Afghanistan and putting this point into his, on the top of his agenda, one of the top priorities, is I think a mistake because this will not yield to some great successes. And I think in the second half of his presidency it would be necessary for him to rethink his Afghan strategy because it will not produce any sensible results.
As a big success, I'm going to basically claim his attempt to rearrange the world in a very difficult situation, basically buying time for change after a major financial crisis that hurt everybody. As a big weakness, I'm going to basically claim not a specific policy, but the fact that now America is perceived as weaker by both opponents and allies, and from this point of view this is going to make it much more difficult for him to achieve what he wants. But the truth is that it's much easier to comment on Obama policies than take a decision if we have been in the Obama shoes in a situation like this we are.